guys, this is Social Fire, and today I am going to be selecting my SSRs from the Thank You Celebration gift cards. So, as many of you were asking if I was going to film this or what I was selecting, so I figured I'd go ahead and just film it and kind of show you guys my thought process on what I'm going to select here. So we'll just go to the tab under Exchange and Treasures, and then all the way at the end we have our tickets. Now you can see I only have 6. So I did have 7, and I had used one in the Purunga video. Many of you had seen that. I believe it was the first Purunga hint. And I went ahead and chose a dupe for my tech cooler because it was the last one that I needed. So I have him at max now. It's a unit I'd been wanting to max for a while. So I have 6 more left. And again, we're just going to kind of go through some of the ones that I'm thinking about here. So of course there are a lot of great options. So it's kind of hard to decide. Some of these I have dupes of, some I don't. So a big one that I was thinking of, we'll scroll down here. This unit is probably one of the best options, Decadent Saiyan's Giant 8 Turles. So he's got pretty great stats. He has that chance to stun. It is a rare chance, but I believe it's still 20%, which isn't bad. He can turn into Giant 8, and that category got a huge buff. So that's really nice too. He can do a lot of damage there, especially depending on what you spec him in and hidden potential. So he also has a lot of categories, but the downside for me with this guy is that I have no copies of him. I do not have him whatsoever. So if I wanted to max him out, I would have to use up most of my tickets, and I don't know if I want to do that yet. Now, other options here, let's see, so scrolling through, Goldtank's here. He could help my fusion team, and I do have 2 copies of him, so that is another possibility. Not a bad unit, and he does have that passive where he gains plus 10% attack for every key spear obtained. He has a few categories, again hybrid sands and fusion, but I only have 2 copies of him. So we'll put that on the back burner for now. So this is another one that a lot of people have been talking about, the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku. He has that 80% to attack when performing a super attack. Definitely a decent choice. This one I have 2 copies of as well. So I'm not quite sure yet. I'm going to keep thinking about that one too. There's a lot of options here. Now, this is definitely one I'll probably get because I only need 1 copy. So this is the Agility Super Saiyan 3 Goku GT. I had shown off the physical a while back. There are a few versions, but since I only need 1 copy, I have kind of wanted to max this guy out for a while, so I probably will go with him. His passive is a little restrictive, excuse me, but not too bad. So it's like attack plus 70% when facing 3 or less enemies. So he's still going to be useful in several scenarios. So moving on here, this is another one I just personally have wanted to max out as the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta. I like Vegeta. I don't know why, but I do like this unit too. He's not a bad unit, but I only have 2 copies of him. So again, that's one of those that I'm probably not going to go with. Still thinking about it. The Absolute Realm of God, Super Saiyan God Goku is a huge possibility here though. This guy is a pretty nice option, and he can actually link up well with Ultra Instinct Goku, who I do plan on awakening soon. It was funny because the event was there last night, now it's gone. But I plan on running the last few medals that I need to awaken Ultra Instinct Goku, and I do want to start running a Realm of Gods team. So this guy could be a great partner here, and I only need 2 copies. So that's definitely a plus here, so he is one I'm really considering. Now Golden Frieza here is another great option. He's arguably one of the best tanks in the game, but unfortunately for me, I really don't have a proper lead for him, and I don't have him whatsoever. So again, that's one of those options. I would either just pick up a copy, or if I wanted to max him out, yeah, it's going to take up most of my tickets, and again, I don't know when I'm going to be able to run him on a proper team. So while I would like to choose him, he's got decent categories and passives, I don't know if it's going to happen, which is kind of sad because he is in the full power category, and I did pull the full power Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan 4 rather. So, I mean, I'll think about that one, but we'll keep looking here. So, Whis is another one, the Tech Whis. I do have 1 or 2 copies of this guy, and he could actually help me out on Battlefield, but again, he falls in that category for me where I don't know if I'm going to be running a team that could use him anytime soon. I have a few Beerus units I could pair him up with, but I do have other Whis units too, so I'm not thinking too much about this one right now, especially since I already have him and I'm not sure I want to max him out right now. Let's see, so we'll keep looking. Tech Bardock's another good one. Again, I have like 1 or 2 dupes for him, but I have several Bardock units that I prefer over him, I think. He is still a good one though. And then Super Boo here, another great option. With him, he could be helpful on Super Battle Road. But I only need 1 copy of him technically. So I've got a lot of copies of him, but on the other hand, he seems to drop a lot, and he falls into that same category for me where I don't have a proper lead for him, and I'm not going to be running him anytime soon. So probably not going to go with him, and I'm pretty sure I can get that last copy of him from a banner sometime soon. He just seems to drop a lot for me, so I mean, I'm going to take my chances there. Tech Majin Vegeta is a great unit for the World Tournament. I already have LR Majin Vegeta, so I'm going to kind of rule him out at this point. But if you don't have LR Majin Vegeta, or you're still working on units for the World Tournament, he is a good one. So let's see, we'll kind of keep going through here. I do have Intelligence Whis too, but I'm not looking at that one for now. There were a few others I thought I was considering. Let's see. I mean, I have a lot of these. I have at least 1 copy of a lot of these, like Metacooler. This is one I'm seriously thinking about because this is the Super Saiyan Bardock, but he awakens into Super Saiyan 2 Bardock, who I use very often for showcases because he has a great passive. You can see here, this is the Unawakened, so in the Unawakened, he only provides plus 15% to all allies. When you awaken him though, it gets a little less restrictive because this one's 50% or above. The other one gives 30%, and it's a really nice boost, and I really would only need 3 dupes, so I'm definitely contemplating him too. Was there anybody else? I mean, it's really hard to say because there's so many good options here. There was one other one I was thinking of actually. So this guy is a great option, probably the best linking partner for Ultra Instinct Goku. Again though, I would have to use up most of my copies, I would need 3 copies of him. But the downside for me is I want to maximize what I'm getting out of these tickets. And the Agility version is still a great option for Ultra Instinct Goku, and I only need 2 copies for him, so I can get a little more out of my tickets that way. So I'm still on the fence about which one I want to go with. This one's a little better, the other one's still a decent option, so overall I think I have made my choice. So let's go through here, guys. There's so much to choose from. I wish I could get more tickets. So let's just start at the top. So obviously I am going to go with the GT Super Saiyan 3 Goku because I want my last copy for him. So we will trade 1. Alright, so awesome, so I can max him out now. Now what else? Alright, so I think I am going to go with the last 2 copies I need of this guy because he will pair well with Ultra Instinct Goku, and again, I can get more out of my tickets here. He has several categories, and again, he'll fit my Realm of Gods team. It is a hard decision because I really wanted that strength version too, but I only have 6 tickets, and I wanted a max Korra too, so I think he's going to be the best option here. So we'll just do 2. I'm double checking. I don't want to end up with dupes here and have to Baba stuff. Alright, so, now here's the hard part, because I have 3 tickets. There's a few units that we talked about that I could still use and get maximum, or I could still get copies of others. But you know what? I think I am going to show some love to one of my units here that I do use often. If I can scroll all the way down and find him again. Let's see. There he is. So I am going to use my last 3 on my Strength Super Saiyan Bardock here. I feel like maxing him out, and I use him enough that it makes sense. And I do love the Bardock units. So yeah, he is going to get my last 3 here. Alright, so that pretty much sums it up. Out of tickets, but this was a really great opportunity for everybody to get a bunch of SSRs and max out new units or get dupes of other ones that they had already. So anyways guys, you saw my choices. Let me know in the comments what you chose for the 7 free SSRs out of the whole 77 here. And what you thought of my choices too. You can give me the truth. I'm definitely fine with that. If you have not already, be sure to like and subscribe guys, and I will be back next time. See you later.